TV47KE on X, and you can also follow us on Facebook. That is at TV47. Now, talks between the government and the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union has yet again failed after both parties differed. While government representatives demanded that the doctors should suspend the strike for the talks to proceed, KMPDU maintained that the strike will only be called off if their demands stipulated in the 2017 CBA are met. Elizabeth Atieno with the details.
3 p.m. Wednesday afternoon at the KICC building, Cabinet Secretaries of Health, Treasury, Labour and Public Service, as well as the Council of Governors and the SRC chair, held a meeting with the Doctors' Union to resolve the ongoing strike. However, things took an ugly turn as some governors questioned if it was proper for the meeting to continue, as KMPDU was yet to suspend the strike as was instructed by the court.
And the court order, specifically number 6, which requires that for this whole of nation process to take place, you should have gone back to work and there should be no strike. Is my limited understanding. Maybe it's because I have a fake online degree, but I want to believe that that the orders are clear and they don't need any complicated English to understand them.
You are raising the same doubt that already the court order has said, for avoidance of that doubt that you are having in your mind.
So that's why we say we are not competently constituted to argue these matters because you're not in court.
Later, journalists were asked to leave the meeting, which transitioned to a closed-door one. But about 10 minutes after the closed-door meeting, all representatives from the government walked out of the meeting, leaving doctors in the room. A clear indication that all was not well, and both parties had different stories to tell the public.
We have concluded the meeting. We have asked the union anytime between now and 1st of April that if they comply with the ruling and lift the strike or stay the strike or suspend it, then we will proceed to call the next whole of nation approach meeting.
Evening, as you are to start the meeting, they decided to all stream out of the engagement, saying that they don't bother and they don't care how long the strike takes. They don't care how many Kenyans die. They don't care whether there are no doctors in the hospital or not. They are ready to wait until the next day in court on 3rd is when they will engage us.
And as the push and pull between the government and KMPDU intensifies, the situation is getting dire for thousands of Kenyans in need of health services. Earlier today, the Council of Governors directed all doctors to go back to work, pursuant to the court order, failure to which they risk facing disciplinary action. Elizabeth Atieno, TV47, Nairobi.